married, huh?
Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is that any different for you?
No, pretty same.
I mean, this time last year, you were kind of transitioning to middle linebacker. You weren't even the starter at this point.
Mhm.
Does this year feel different?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that's different is this consecutive years in the same scheme. So last year is just information overload, trying to get everything down. This year, having being through it the second time, everything's pretty much the same. So it's a little more fine-tuned and kind of work on your craft and things a little bit more instead of having to worry about getting everybody lined up in a specific spot and all that. So it's been more enjoyable from that aspect.
Do you have a sense yet? I know Kendricks hasn't been out there a ton, but exactly how you four guys are going to fit when the regular season gets there?
Well, we'll see how preseason goes and the fall camp goes. Like you said, he hasn't been out a lot, but he's been showing to work hard in the weight room and in the film room. He sits next to me in our linebacker room and asks a lot of questions on this and that, all the different things. So you can tell he's an intelligent guy, and he'll get it. He'll get it when he gets in there and is able to play more. But I think we have to see how fall camp and the preseason kind of plays through before we'll have a better idea.
Do you expect to have the same role that you had last year?
Yeah, I think so.
I know you dropped all that weight too last year to play middle linebacker. Do you feel like your body held up pretty well
Yeah.
over the course of that season?
Definitely. I'm lucky enough to not have any injuries, knock on any wood if we have them. Lucky enough in my career not to really have any major injuries, and I was able to play every snap last year. So I think just try to repeat what I did last year in terms of keeping my body right and staying healthy, getting recovery and all that. And I mean, football's an injury-prone game, so you got to get lucky. Hopefully it stays the same way.
Was there any toll on playing every play? I mean, that's an accomplishment, but I don't know if you want to do that every year.
Honestly, it was kind of weird. Some of the games I felt like I didn't do as much. I felt worse on Monday. And then some of the games where I felt like I had a lot of tackles or I did have a lot of tackles, Monday came around and I felt fine. So just kind of hit or miss during the season, but I think sometimes it's just weird bounces, weird angles that you get hit at, and if you can avoid that, which obviously is a lot of luck, I didn't notice after the season my body felt any worse than before.
What was your reaction to Kendricks coming on? Did you question it? Did you wonder?
No, I think it's exciting. It's just a lot of competition. The whole team, every single position, I think this offseason has got ramped up in the competition aspect, and it's going to make the whole team better. So just adding him into our room, his experience, obviously going to the Super Bowl, he's been in the league, I think this is his 7th year. He's seen a lot of stuff, so it's another mind to pick in terms of all different aspects of football, and it's going to be a great addition to our room.
Joe, you got the camera go.
When you evaluate yourself from last year, a lot of snaps, obviously, all of them to look at. What are you hoping to improve on most? I mean, is there a specific area of your game that you're really looking for?
Yeah, I think definitely just working on recognition of offensive concepts and what they're going to try to do to us. I think last year, halfway through the year, I kind of finally settled down in terms of making the defensive calls and not worrying too much about getting everybody exactly perfect. Just everybody had to line up and play football, and then taking the time to look at what the offense is presenting and what they're trying to do and use that information to kind of try to steal some plays here and there and make big plays.
Do you have the headset throughout the year?
I had it in the beginning of the year, and Kirko had it. I don't remember really when we switched.
Do you know how that's going to go this year?
No, I think 4 or 5 of us have headsets in practice right now, so I guess. I know preseason is always, a couple of people have them, so I'm not sure.
With all the new pieces Greg Williams has at his disposal this year, can we expect to see 4 linebackers on the field together more?
Yeah, I think we saw 4 linebackers on the field last year a little bit too, so I mean, whatever he eventually decides is going to work, and I think testing things out in fall camp and during the preseason we'll get a better idea of it, but I mean, I'm sure the best players are going to get on the field, so if that's 4 linebackers, 5 D linemen, 6 DBs, whatever the coaches feel comfortable, that's what they're going to play.
And what do you make of the rookie Avery?
Jannard, he's I don't know if you've ever seen him running around out here, but he looks like a defensive tackle running around at linebacker. His move's a lot better. It's the thickest legs I've ever seen. He's got a lot of power in his hands. He's going to be a great addition.
Is he lining up with Sam?
Yeah, a lot of people are cross-trained in multiple positions to try to get a better understanding of the defense, but mostly, yeah.
Did you know anything about him before you guys drafted him?
No, I mean, I saw a couple of Memphis games, especially like UCF and stuff last year, but I didn't know him. And I mean, when he's got here, he's just been a humble, hardworking guy, and he's been asking a lot of questions, being a good rookie, and he's doing things the right way. So the future's bright for him.
Is that something where would you go back and watch film of him just to see what he looked like, or you just come out and practice with him and see what he looked like?
I mean, I like to watch a lot of college football stuff in the off season just for fun on YouTube and stuff. So I think I went back and watched the UCF game and just kind of see a little bit about him, but I mean, mostly just watching for an exciting game.
I mean, is he a pass rusher? Is that one of
Yeah,
the
I think
skills he has?
he's got some very good natural pass rush techniques, and I mean, he's a low center of gravity guy. He got really strong hands, really strong base, so there's a lot of power in that. So hopefully he'll be able to translate that. And so far in practice, what we've seen is he'll be able to translate that into
Joe,
games.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, all right.
What was your one takeaway from being at the Pro Bowl?
I think the biggest thing is just seeing all the guys who, in college and high school, I look up to, or looked up to, and just kind of interacting with them as peers, and just kind of realizing everybody in the league, whether you make it to the Pro Bowl or not, it's a popularity contest, it's a vote. A lot of people don't play, so it's kind of luck to get into it. Obviously, skill-based to get into it, but there's luck here and there. But all the guys are similar. They're all the same as guys on our team. There's a lot of guys on our team who have the talent. There's a lot of guys out there. But then again, there's guys like Terrell Suggs who's been playing for 15 years, Eric Weddle who's been playing for a long time. Just talking to guys like that and just kind of seeing how they've managed to make their career so successful for so long. Just pick up little insights here and there. I think it was a good experience.
Was there any well-known player there that you looked forward to seeing and palled around with at all?
I mean,
that you didn't know?
I didn't really know anybody out there. I think Von Miller, when I was in college, I watched a lot because we played the same position. So I watched a lot of his film and Clay Matthews being in Wisconsin, Packer stuff. But obviously Clay wasn't at the Pro Bowl last year. So when I met Von Miller, that was a pretty cool experience, just to be able to talk to him. I don't play the same position anymore, but still hear the kind of things that go through his head when he's lining up to rush the passer. I think that's probably one of the cooler experiences.
Is it Pro Bowl streak important to you?
Not as important as winning games, but for your personal benefit, you always want to have goals, and that's obviously a goal after achieving it last year, to keep the streak going. So on top of winning lots of games this year, that's another personal goal, yeah.
Can you tell yet if you're going to be a Hard Knocks star?
Just
following you all over the place?
No, I don't think so. I think Kirko takes the cake for our room, just with his energy and his output and his general enthusiasm at practice and the meeting rooms and stuff. He attracts more cameras, which is perfectly fine by me.
You see guys hamming it up, whether it's in the meeting room or in practice, because they know that the cameras are here?
No, I think they're pretty similar to how it always is. It's just, certain guys might be trying a little bit, but it's not that noticeable. At least I don't think. It's just the general camp vibe. Some people have a lot of energy all the time. Some people are just kind of trying to get by. So I think they're just going to graduate or flow towards the guys with a lot of enthusiasm.
Coaches hamming it up.
Coaches?
Yeah.
No, I think they're doing pretty much the same thing. G-Dub doesn't really mince words too much, so he's pretty much being himself.
Been quiet out here for 4 days.
Well, he's lost his voice yesterday, so he's got to get that back.
What struck you about Emmanuel Ogbah's season before he got hurt?
I think he just took a big step forward from rookie year. He's always been a big, powerful, fast guy. And having him and Miles on opposite edges, being able to wreak havoc in the run and the pass is very good for us last year. So I think he just keeps building on what he did last year. He's got the potential to be a superstar in this league.
What have been your early impressions of Denzel?
Denzel's doing great. Obviously, as a rookie coming in, there's things to learn, but he's learning very fast, and his athletic ability is obviously evident. He was covering Josh Gordon in OTAs and stuff and doing a good job at that, which is hard for even the best corners in the league to do. So if he keeps taking steps in that direction, he'll be great.
He seems like a guy that doesn't back down. You mentioned covering Josh, and that's how it looked like in minicamp. Like he wasn't afraid to go one-on-one with one of the top guys. Do you get that sense?
Yeah, definitely. I think he's a competitor, and as competitors, you want to go up against the best and see where you stand against them. He's done that, and he's proved himself well.
Do you have any early impressions of Demarius Randall you can share?
Yeah, Demarius is a smart guy. A lot of communication goes on between the safeties and the linebackers, so we're getting on the same page a lot in a lot of these defenses, and he's an athletic guy. He's going to be a great addition on defense for us.
From your perspective, does he seem natural and comfortable there? I know he played there in college, but then the last few years it's been a corner.
Yeah, definitely. I think playing corner probably has helped him playing safety, just the quick motions and short spaces, trying to cover receivers and react. And out safety, he's got more time to see that and be able to read off the quarterback a little bit more. He's been very good back there for us.
Did Greg ever lose his voice last year?
Yeah, I think so. Same time of year. Yeah.
Just camp
Comes
voice?
comes into camp, starts screaming, and then loses it, and then gets it back full force. So, in a day or two, he'll be screaming loud again.